Leroy Milkey still has vivid memories of visiting his aunt as a little boy.
She had a whole row of peonies to have, and you'd play hide and seek in those things, and then you could hide in the woods, find you.
While still farming on the same land his grandfather started farming back in 1917, Leroy maintained a small peonies garden by the house.
And all the people would come up, and that's the first ones we had. They'd come up to the yard, and they wouldn't get out of the car, and they would just sit around. And, well, I suppose they were afraid they didn't want to get in your stuff. So then I moved them down here down by the road.
That was in 2012, the year Leroy got serious about his peonies.
And I wanted something for retirement so you could do something, because I guess as your farmer, you like keep staying in the dirt.
That same year, as Leroy was starting his first few gardens, something else happened.
Well, about that time I came along.
His sister Sue had an idea.
I said, Leroy, we really need to do something with these peonies. We need to sell at market, cut stems, or we need to wholesale some, or we need to do something, and let's just try a few things. So we did.
She's got business in her blood, and I don't have any business.
As for a name for their new business, well, Leroy took care of that.
He saw the red charm peony at my sister's house because she had some peonies, and he said, "Oh my, peonies!"
Oh my, peonies was off and running, and anyone who knew Leroy knew he was on a mission, planting more and more peonies each year.
What do you want for Christmas? And it's the easiest thing in the world. You want a gift certificate for peonies.
Up until 2020, Leroy and Sue sold their peonies as cut stems and potted plants locally and bare root plants all over the country. When the pandemic hit, though, they discovered a new opportunity.
There weren't any funerals and there weren't any weddings, and so we said, what are we going to do this year? And I said, why don't we just do a cut your own and have people come out.
And to say it's simply been a hit would be a serious understatement. From late May through early July, a constant stream of visitors flocked to see the more than 300 varieties of peonies.
We have lemon chiffon, Bartzella, yellow crown, etched salmon.
Leroy and Sue are now growing.
It's beautiful. I like to garden, but I didn't realize there's this many varieties of peonies. Wow.
For others, the colorful gardens provide a trip down memory lane.
My mom had them, my grandma had them, and I like the older varieties better because they have a better fragrance. At least that reminds me of when I was a kid.
To further spread the word about all these peonies, Sue recruited a little help.
My daughter is doing my Instagram because I'm not quite so used to Instagram, and my granddaughters are posting on TikTok. Because don't ask me how to do that.
But ask Sue about peonies and all the varieties.
I've really kind of know all their names.
And you will receive an enthusiastic expert answer.
My take on all of this is that we want people to enjoy them in their own home, from our farm to your garden.
And it's all thanks to Leroy's passion for peonies.
I see a mother and a daughter come with 3 little kids, and we know how long it is to run, and they just ran. We were up on the porch, and they just ran and just kept running, hiding in the peonies, and that's part of the joy of having people come out.
Moving forward, Leroy and Sue say they plan to keep on planting a few more peonies each year, and they'd also like to start holding special events. They got that idea from an unexpected marriage proposal in the middle of the peonies just a few weeks ago. In Marion with photojournalist Michael Bergman, I'm Jeff Alexander for Small Towns.
It's definitely Instagram worthy. I've never seen so many beautiful peonies in one place.
Can't you just smell it?
I know.
Oh, they're so
wonderful. Great idea.